Hey there. Well, I want to show you a good tip on how to use inexpensive meat. I try not to eat beef too often, but once in a while, if it's on sale, I do, and I try to stretch it. I don't go buying burger and steak a lot, but I got I think it was a 2 pound, sort of a chuck roast for $2.48 a pound. So it was like $5, and I put it in the crock pot. I think I posted a video about that the other day, and then I let it sit in the ceramic crock pot in the fridge for like a day and a half. And when I got it out, this is the rest of it here. I sliced it on the cross grain. And that's going to go probably in the freezer for now because I don't like to let beef sit too long in the fridge because I don't like to take chances with spoiled meat or anything like that. But this has been in the crock pot. It's very well cooked, and I'm going to put it in some baggies in the freezer for another use. But tonight I decided to do a stir fry. I had a taste for ginger. And I did one small Spanish onion sauteed, and then some red pepper. We had a baggie of 2 red bell peppers on sale. I used one of them. Then I did some chopped fresh ginger and fresh garlic. And I kind of did, and some mushrooms. And I did some of this separately. So I do onion, pepper, I put that in a bowl to the side, and then I did the mushrooms because, as Julia Child says, don't crowd the mushrooms, and I sauteed the mushrooms, and then I added some chunks of beef, and then after that sort of heated up a little, I added my chopped ginger and garlic. And what I do is I put it in a little sort of ramekin dish, and I line it with a tiny bit of oil. This is olive oil, but you can use any, because garlic sticks to everything, and so it adds a little bit more oil when I'm sauteing too. And I didn't do it a lot because I didn't want any kind of burnt garlic flavor. And what I use is basically Hanford canola oil, because it's a high temp oil, and I don't want to use something good like my California olive oil while cooking something. And I didn't want to add the olive oil flavor to what is sort of basically a Chinese stir fry, or my attempt at one. So then I just put I chop up, I got this big ginger root, and I keep it out of the fridge because if you put it in the fridge it turns kind of brown and black, and they keep it at room temperature at the store. And I just cut off what I need, and I try to use it, and I sometimes will freeze it and then grate it. I just leave the skin on. And grate it, but it's crystallized and not as good as fresh. And I have a jar of squeezable ginger, and I have powdered ginger, but I love fresh ginger. So that and 2 small cloves of garlic got put in. You can see I really didn't cook it to make it brown. And then I just put in some low sodium soy sauce because I'm watching my sodium intake, and some water. And by then it was so hot. This pan is a Vollrath, Volrath, from the restaurant supply store in Winthrop, Maine, that we got when we lived in Monmouth about 3 or 4 years ago. And it was, I don't know how much it was, $30, $40. It wasn't expensive as far as restaurant quality pans go. And it's a little bit longer, but this is a cool touch handle, so you're not going to get burnt with this like you would using a cast iron pan. But the bottom is like really, I don't know if you can see how thick it is. The bottom is pretty thick, and it's several layers of metal. And I just, we can't afford All-Clad, so Vollrath is a good brand. And we have an Adcraft, which is Admiral Craft non-stick pan that I use for omelets and making crepes and things like that, that we also got at that store. And I have a smaller one like this, so if I'm doing like a little mushroom sauce, like sometimes when I make crepes I do a mushroom sauce. I use leftover chicken and then do a little mushroom sauce gravy to go with. And that small pan is good for those sorts of things. But anyway, I made some Lundberg's, I think it is, organic brown short rice in my rice cooker, which I got at Walmart. And that's a really good brown rice, because a lot of brown rice tastes weird to me. I don't hate it. It's got a nice nutty flavor, but if I'm eating a stir fry, and you could use tofu with this if you're vegetarian, or, use anything you want, but this is just how I made it. But the Lundgren's short grain brown rice is really good. I've even made homemade sushi with it, and I do not buy raw fish to make sushi. I use things like cream cheese, steamed asparagus, cooked crab or shrimp, or the fake crab or whatever. But it's excellent for making sushi, and all you have to do is add a little of the sushi mixed with, I don't know, sugar and whatever else it is. You can Google the recipe for sushi rice, and it comes out really well. So I kind of recommend that rice, and I'll put a link in it below. But anyway, so this is just one idea. It was really fast. It was saute onion, red pepper, then pour it out, saute the mushroom, add the beef or protein whenever you want, or not, beans, whatever, and then I put in the garlic and ginger, and I shut it off and slapped on the lid while the rice was finishing, because brown rice takes longer in the rice cooker, so allow time for that. But it's worth it. It's got a lot of fiber, a lot of nutrients, B vitamins and things like that. So some things I like to get on sale, but as far as things like rice, white rice is sort of like eating sugar to me. It's a carb. So opt for some brown rice and get some good quality rice, because then, you can stretch out your proteins and use beef, beans, tofu, whatever's on sale. So when I keep stuff in the kitchen, as far as things you stock in your kitchen every day, your staples, spices are good quality, things like rice, good quality, and then I can work around those things and utilize whatever protein is available, and I can still use the same spices, the same rice, the same gravy, the same sauce, you see. So if you learn basic cooking skills, you can then, sort of be creative with the use of the protein. Anyway, that is my frugal tip for the day. Husband said it was wicked good, so, and he's got to go to bed and get out for work tomorrow. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. Take care.